Chloe Maxwell joining you here this morning. It's 5:35 a.m. We'll have some more news coming up later on at 6.
All right. Ready to fight crime?
Let's do it. Would you like a chocolate cookie?
No, thank you.
Rob will be there, son.
Good work.
Oh, what's it next?
How you going there, bro?
I first got arrested in 2007, going mad on drugs and wanting fast money. Yeah, just started going around robbing, different kind of businesses throughout Sydney. Got 15 years with a non-parole period of 11 years. So I've got to do a minimum of 11 years before I can even think about walking out the gate. And I'm 9.5 years into it.
Sam and 2 other prisoners are being released for the day. Sam grew up in Redfern. He knew Thomas T.J. Hickey, the teenager whose death led to the 2004 Redfern riots.
Yeah, I knew him well. His father's my uncle, so all I know is that it was supposed to be a police chase. That was what I heard, and that's about as far as I know. A young Aboriginal boy was killed, and the community just reacted in the way they knew how.
Yeah, couple of pots.
Let's go, my brothers.
Let's go.
This morning, they're returning to Redfern.
This is my security guard, that guy there.
They're taking part in a bold initiative called Clean Slate Without Prejudice.
So double jab right, left uppercut right, left hook right.
Right, double jab right, hook right. Double jab right, hook right. Good. Double jab right, hook right.
Police Superintendent Luke Freudenstein started the program with Aboriginal elder Shane Phillips.
Usual turnout, but it's good to see, they turn up this time of the morning.
When I first turned up at Redfern, people were shooting up in front of you as you walk by. They didn't seem to really care about the presence of police. There was a lot of robberies, and a lot of those robberies were by young Aboriginal boys. So I went and saw my Aboriginal leader, Shane Phillips.
Luke come to us and he identified 15 young men. He said, these young men are committing robberies. And he said, we want to do something about it. Do we have any ideas what we could do?
Morning.
The answer was in front of them. Police, at-risk youth, and now prisoners on day release work out together in a public gym. It's both a mentoring program and an incentive for people like Sam.
When I first met Sam, he was on methadone. Sam come out for a visit. He loved it, and he said he wants to do it. Me and Shane wouldn't let him. We don't let anyone on drugs here. Sam said, oh, all right, I'll do my best. 3 weeks, Sam was off methadone. That's how much he wanted it.
He's pretty easy going, Luke, so makes it a lot easier.
In the old days when Sam would have got out, Sam would have still been on methadone. So he would have come out, gone back to the same circle of people, same environment, still had a dependency. Most people like that end up, they struggle.
I'm proud of box with people with a bit of power, but
Sam's still paying the price for his mistakes. But today, he can influence troubled kids like Corey, who's serving out a community service order.
7, 8 months ago, I ran for like a little crime scene. I was doing robberies and stuff. I got caught by the coppers. Went back to police station, they charged me for robbery and assault. When I went to court for a hearing, the judge said to me I should get on trial by wire. It would do me the world of good.
As someone who has spent more than a decade behind bars, Sam might be Corey's best chance of staying out of jail.
Arms out for me. Just right in the room.
Just get your kit back on, boys, because we're rolling over to the next one. We're just taking the handcuffs off.
There are an estimated 100,000 homeless people in Australia.
Are you all right? Yeah. Ah, finally.
Michelle Anderson works in the fastest growing area of homelessness.
Mum is a caseworker and she works for St Vincent de Paul. I really like what she does. It's helping someone. Yeah.
Bye, monkey. Ready?
Have you got anything on at work today?
Not too much. I'm going to harass housing again, as I usually do. Try and get an outcome for a lady, but, you know, that can always go both ways.
All right, there we go, buddy. You have a good day. Give me a kiss.
Mwah.
Have a good day. Love you.
Love you.
So the women that come, some have got a history and not a very good background, not a good history, but other women that we see are just normal, everyday people. And so many of the ladies have said, I just never thought I would end up here.
Michelle works at Our Lady of the Way, a refuge catering exclusively for single women over 55 who are fleeing domestic and family violence.
We had a bit of an eventful night. We had to call an ambulance for room 2.
Oh.
She got quite dizzy, quite faint. They've said we need to get her to a doctor's within 12 hours. So Sarah's going to drop her down now.
Yep. Okay.
Given we're working with older women, we know getting older and we know experiencing trauma results in really significant health issues. So I would say all our clients have at least one health condition. Majority of them have more than one.
This is the only refuge of its kind in New South Wales. 2 out of every 3 women who apply for a space here have to be turned away.
Not bad. Getting there.
Yvonne is one of the lucky ones.
My girls.
A former resident, she's visiting today to offer hope and support by sharing her story.
I was with my husband for almost 50 years, and there was my 2 daughters, my 3 grandchildren, and we all lived together right till the day my husband passed away. And I don't know whether it was grief, whether my children just didn't accept that my husband wasn't around. I'm not sure. But, yeah, finance and money come into it. And then I wasn't able to stay. So 3 or 4 months after my husband passed away, in her words, she said it was her house now and she didn't want me. I wasn't welcome there. Just before the Christmas, she said, you have 5 days. And I packed everything I could and put into storage what I could. And that was on the Monday, I asked her if I could sleep on the lounge on the Sunday night. And then my other daughter dropped me off on the corner in Campbelltown. I had a suitcase with some clothes, so I didn't know what I was going to do. And the biggest memory I've got is I'd read my little grandson. He was 8. When I got dropped off, he was hanging out the window and he said, come and get me, Nana. Don't forget to get me. You really don't know, because we had such a great life. We had everything we needed, everything we wanted. I never thought I'd end up homeless.
I don't think people understand that there are women of this age going through things like this, and people like Yvonne who have, you know, they've worked hard all their life, they've raised families, they haven't been reliant on, you know, government benefits or ever accessed any kind of service before. And then to find themselves with nowhere to go, they don't know who to ask for help. They feel like they have no one, and...
Well, you take me to Centrelink to get the pension.
To get pension, yeah, like Yvonne wasn't even on the pension when she came, so it just goes to show that it can happen to anyone, and it's actually quite confronting to know that it can happen to anyone, your mum, your grandmother. It's scary. Thanks, Yvonne. I know that was
difficult. It's okay, love. Thank you. You can see, though, why anybody would love her.
Yvonne now lives independently in government-subsidised housing, but the journey out of homelessness is only just beginning for the other residents.
Now, before you run away, one more serious one.
I like not knowing what I'm coming into every day at work. I guess that unknown aspect of the job is what keeps you interested and what keeps you going. That's why I'm still here. And Mount Isa is a really good learning experience for me. We're on a 2-year tenure here, and I'm past that now, so I could have left over 6 months ago, but chosen to stay on. When I went through the academy, that was the first time that I fired a weapon. No cartridge. We go through a 2-day training for the taser, where we do actually get tasered ourselves. They stick the probes onto you. So I had one on my shoulder and one on just on the buttock cheek, and I got tasered and I was standing up, and then they put me to the floor, and I think I screamed. I did scream during it. I do not recommend getting tasered to anyone. It's quite a painful experience.
Let's just do a snappy briefing just so we know where we're at for the day.
The outback mining town of Mount Isa is Constable Steph Palmer's first posting since she graduated from the academy.
Steph, I may need you to follow up a little later from a DV from this morning. We've got the aggrieved is in the hospital, and so is the respondent after he attempted to suicide. So I may need you to follow that one up a little later today, but I'll keep you posted.
For police here, staying safe isn't easy. There's an average of 12 assaults against Mount Isa police every month.
Guys who were assaulted over a night shift today, they're both okay. They still need to consult medical attention, but they're okay as far as I know at this stage, so our thoughts are with them as well. Anything for me? Crime fighters, let's go and do it. Have a good shift, stay safe.
Yeah.
Today, Steph is teaming up with fellow officer Joseph Pachevskis.
All right, let's go.
Mount Isa is a remote outpost close to the Northern Territory border. The assault rate here is nearly 7 times the state average.
When you come out here, you deal with a lot of things very fast, and you get a lot of experience in a wide range of jobs, from domestic violence to traffic accidents to assaults. A good variety out here that's really good for learning, and that's why Mount Isa is a training centre.
At just 23, Steph is already following her second career path after ditching her Bachelor of Food Technology studies.
Didn't really enjoy university life, didn't really know where I wanted to go, and police had a lot of recruiting through the radio and through the TV, and I just thought, well, that's something that would appeal to me, and I thought, why not? I'll give it a red hot go. And so I applied for there, and I remember running to my roommate and just screaming, I got in. VKR India Mike 401.
A call has come through to pick up a man for disobeying a domestic violence order and breaching bail.
How you going? Constable Palmer? Hey mate, so before I ask you any questions, I must tell you that you have the right to remain silent. This means you do not have to say anything, answer any questions or make any statement unless you wish to do so. However, if you do wish to make a statement or say anything, it may later be used as evidence. Do you understand that? Yeah. And what does that mean to you, mate?
Just the truth, I'm just going to tell you anyway.
Beautiful. All right. Would you like to come back to the station with us for a voluntary interview about what happened? You can if you'd like. However, okay, you just want to do it here, that's fine as well.
Yeah.
So what can you tell me about what happened today?
Well, she texted me yesterday about to pick my boy up, and I text back, but the text didn't go through. So she rang me up 10 o'clock last night, drunk. She said, your son's here, been here crying, waiting for you to come to pick you up. And see, I thought my text went through. Because yesterday I threw my phone so I don't have to get in contact with her, or that it's just making more trouble. Because been for the last week, that's what I've been getting, is stress from her.
Yeah.
So I went around and I tried to sort things out, and I said to her, did you get my text? I was just waiting for my text to come through. All right, and then she started carrying on, swearing the guts out of me and all that, and saying I'm a useless father, and I'm a this and mother F and all this and father F and all that.
Where are we up to?
So he's been given his rights and cautions. He didn't want to come back with us.
So I don't know.
Mostly, yeah, he's pretty good. He wants to tell his side of the story. That's what he's saying.
That's good case. So do you know you're currently on bail conditions?
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, what's on those bail conditions?
What they'd said, I can go and see boy and that, but I'm not allowed to use violence.
Okay.
But she's the one who's doing all the violence.
Okay. So there's a condition on there that you, the defendant, shall have no contact whatsoever, either directly or indirectly, with the complainant, except for the purpose of arranging visitation with children. Okay, you are under arrest for breaching your bail condition today. Okay, and you will be coming back to the watch house with us. I'm going to investigate the domestic violence that's happening the other side with her. Okay, and from what you've told me, I will be applying for a domestic violence order against her. Yeah, this one, mate. He's breached his bail conditions, and one of those conditions is that he must attend court on a certain date, and also he has no contact with her. However, there is some other issues going the other way, so we have to investigate that side of domestic violence as well, because they were in a relationship and they've got a child together. Yeah, it's an issue that we deal with a lot here, and generally the incidents are quite violent in nature. However, this one seems to just be the verbal abuse and the breaching of his bail. So.
In Redfern, convicted armed robber Sam is on day release. He's here to help guide young offenders like Corey away from jail.
It's important to tell my story because as young kids you don't want to talk in depth about your crimes or your drug use, but you want to let them know you were a drug addict, you know, and you were convicted of violent crimes and how you got onto that path and what path you're on now. Growing up, I didn't have mum or dad around. That's why I think it's important to try and teach these young kids how important a program like this is.
Hey, little bullet coming out of him. He's like an older brother, you know. He looks after me, takes me under his wing. He's good.
Say, oi! Sloppy. Nah! Yeah, he hasn't got the right technique.
Too slow, too slow. Too old. Let's keep up with the young fellas.
And that's what you call healthy banter.
Good work. Good work, hey. Good work, Dave. Good work.
For the prisoners, today's training session is done.
Good work, good work, good work, good work. Good work, good work.
Now's the chance for the prisoners to speak directly to the group.
Yeah, my name's Sam Hampton. I'm part of the Clean Slate program, the Never Going Back crew. We get picked up 3 days a week from Long Bay Correctional Centre. This is hard in here. This is where I'm out of my element. You know, jail's what I know because I've been there for so long. So this is some of the hardest stuff I've done in my life. Coming in here, especially this, talking in front of everybody. Yeah, and also like it's provided me reintegration, just meeting new people, reconnecting with my family because I've got a big family, and where I'm at now is just I've got happiness in my heart. Everyone welcomes you here. They don't care about your past, where you've come from. They just want to help you get where you're going, and that's about it. Yeah.
Now, I'm Rob. I grew up in Waterloo and Redfern. I knew this community when it was bad. You know, driving around here now, there's a lot more people, a lot more shops. It seems to become a good community now. And it's very hard to change my ways because I'm set in my ways, you know. But coming here, being with good people in the community, and Luke comes out every day, goes out of his way and comes out. He never misses, you know. But yeah, I'm just happy to be here, eh? I'm in a different place now. You know what I mean? I haven't got all that shit stuff in my head anymore. So I'm just trying to take every day, day by day as I can, you know? That's it.
My name's Corey. You know, I get picked up 3 days a week as well. I went off the rails a little bit, but then I come good. I want to thank Luke, because Luke, he let me do all my community service here on the program, and Trouble Warrior helped me out a fair bit. They helped me at court and stuff. And and I'm happy where I'm at now. Like Trouble Warrior, they support me at school and stuff, and I just want to thank Trouble Warrior and Luke for letting me do my community service here. It's just the hardest thing you do today, where you're going to have a good day.
Yeah, that looks good.
Do you have anything going on?
Nah, I'll probably go to the movies and stuff, I don't know. Do something.
You keep going as you are.
Give me some tomatoes, please.
In Sydney's West, Our Lady of the Way is an emergency refuge for women over 55.
Yeah, we might just make a couple of beetroot sandwiches.
Since 1996, over 730 women have passed through these doors.
A lot of the ladies that move out, they still really feel connected to this place. So we have a get-together at least once a month.
Many of the women here have come from an environment of abuse and violence, often from their own children, stepchildren or in-laws.
My family, my husband and foster children, they hit me, abusing, physical abuse. They treat me just like dirt. And I feel lonely and I feel helpless. I'm so sad. I'm crying, and also I'm nervous because they threaten to kill me.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to be homeless.
I know you.
I want to be loved.
Yeah.
You know? And I wish people, they understand how we feel when you feel lonely and you don't feel loved.
I felt lost. I felt deserted by my family. I felt that we'd all lost kind of respect for each other. But there's a saying my mother often would repeat to us, when feeling down, put your feet to the ground. You know, when I do feel down, this is what I prefer to do.
I think when you get older, I think it happens to a lot of people. Your family don't want you. That comes down. I think you can ask any one of these ladies and they'll all tell you they've had trouble with their children or they just don't feel wanted anymore.
Oh, group hug!
As a crisis centre, Our Lady of the Way gives women like Yvonne a temporary place to regroup and heal. The next step is more challenging, finding a place to call home.
From there, you'll take the grenade out. There, you'll drop the grenade into the pit. Grenade!
Police constables Steph and Joseph have arrested a man for breaching a domestic violence order
Hands up on the wall there, thank you.
and bail.
If you just follow me, we'll just have you stand on that black line there and you can speak to Watch House staff, thank you.
All right, Jamie, since you're in the Watch House, mate, I've got to look after you. I have to ask you a whole heap of health questions. They're all written down. It's not because I think anything of you in particular. Got any illnesses, diseases or injury?
No.
Dependent on alcohol?
No.
Dependent on drugs?
No.
You on methadone, Suboxone, Subutex?
No.
Consumed any alcohol in the last 24 hours?
No.
Taken any drugs in the last 24 hours?
No.
Have you been treated for any mental health problems?
No.
What about depression?
I'm starting to get it now.
Right now or before you came in?
Had it for a week.
Okay. Have you seen anyone about it?
No.
Ever attempted suicide?
Yes.
How long ago?
2 days ago.
Give it up, mate. Thank you.
Just relax.
Jamie will be kept in custody while Steph checks for any other outstanding arrest warrants and finalises the charges against him.
Domestic violence is one of the top reasons why people are put in jail. It's generally not one-sided, and I understand that. And I'll probably put on what we call a referral for him, so someone can get in contact with him in regards to what he's feeling, and especially after what he's just admitted to us with trying to self-harm. So it's something that we can definitely do our side as well and help him get some sort of help. So at the moment, I'm just going through the other reports that have been put on. So he's been flagged in the last couple of days for other incidents that have occurred between him and his partner. So we've got a breach from the 3rd of May 2017, where I've just read the general report, and it says that he's approached her. Suspect has threatened the aggrieved by saying that if she calls the cops, he will drive his car through the house.
Yeah.
So, due to threats of violence, we are objecting to his bail so that he will be staying in tonight and will go to court tomorrow morning and plead his side of the story in court.
In Redfern, the local kids from today's gym session have moved on to a language program, while the 3 jail inmates prepare morning tea.
We're making it for all the kids because some of them don't have the opportunity to have breakfast elsewhere. So if they don't get it here, then they mightn't eat for the rest of the day. What's wrong, Arnie? Okay.
Our expectation on Sam and anyone else who's going to come out in this program
You're on candid camera.
is that you're giving back to the community. We're going to make you work your guts out here, but when you get out this time, Sam won't get his bag and go home and sit on the lounge. Sam will be going straight to work, and he'll be surrounded by the network of people who will be supporting him and pushing him. Sam will survive this time because Sam knows what his value is. Sam never valued himself before. This time, he's got a sense of worth, a sense of belonging, and we've got some really rigid rules and benchmarks here. That's the real secret.
While in jail, Sam's been studying maritime engineering. He recently sat his tests. These are the first exam results he's ever had.
So what do you got there? Is that your TAFE?
Yeah, Cert 1 in Maritime Operations, General Purpose, Handy, Coastal.
Oh, yeah, nice. Congratulations, mate.
Thank you, my brother. It's awesome.
Well done.
Thank you.
Catching up to me.
Slowly, slowly, eh? No, Cert 3 in Maritime Operations. Marine Engine Driver, Grade 2. It's cool, man. It's cool. My dad died at the age I am now. My mum passed away in 2008. Both of them passed away since I've been in. I want to work with the youth because I wasn't guided, you know. The guidance and nurturing I had was from the drug dealers, the drug addicts, the criminals. So if you can just give the youth the basic tools on how to think straight, live straight, then if I can convince one kid to stay on the right track and become a good, you know, role model in the community, I'll be happy, you know. So yeah, it's just about teaching the up and coming the stuff that we weren't taught as kids.
Save the lives as well.
Yeah, that's it. Save the lives, turn the lives around, just help and guidance, you know.
We have arrived. We love you too.
So everyone just choose a seat that feels most comfortable.
Might put this in the office.
At a refuge in Western Sydney, older women who are victims of violence are dealing with their trauma through art therapy.
We're going to spend 25 minutes talking, chatting, making some art.
The therapist invites the women to choose an object to use in an artwork that expresses their stories.
Beautiful, guys.
In the office, caseworker Michelle is working the phones. She needs to free up beds in the refuge for more women in need. But that means finding new accommodation for those ready to leave.
For our women, it's becoming harder and harder. Housing just don't have the stock to give to everybody who needs it.
This application's been being assessed since November last year. So there's definitely been 30 plus calls.
It's really great to just sometimes stick down and really mesh together and make the layers of the artwork. I really want you guys to get messy.
No, you hadn't. Yeah, so all the documents that you've received in the last couple of weeks are updated. You had them all in November as well. I had sent in a letter to say that she would be exited about 2 weeks ago. So she's been in the refuge for 4.5, 5 months. We're only a crisis service, so they should only be here for 3. So the client did need to leave already, yes, but we don't even have an outcome of her application, so it makes it a little bit hard for us knowing where to send her.
This is my butterfly sitting in my garden patch, and
You're right.
Take your time. It gives me the opportunity to take care of the gardens. That's nice.
Thank you very much. What do you mean her disability's been declined? Well, as far as I know, she hasn't had the assessment yet. The main goal of all the women that come in here is definitely housing, because that's what's brought them in here.
But I didn't find what I want, the house.
We're quite a small service. The need outweighs the supply. So if we can get these women housed quicker, we can help more people. So that is an ideal outcome from here, but it doesn't always happen, but that's what we aim for. Great, thanks so much. Okay, bye. They haven't assessed it yet, and it hasn't been passed on to team leader for approval. So it's still sitting in the same place it was sitting on Monday, basically.
I make this to remember last year during the Olympic Games, and domestic violence was happened to me. I was not allowed to watching TV. Now I'm going to build my own life. Soon I will get my own TV. And then next Olympic game, I can watch it.
Women over 50 are now the fastest growing group of people experiencing homelessness.
I will keep this to remind me to be brave.
Over the next 2 decades, it is predicted that 500,000 women will fall into housing stress.
We've had ladies sleeping in their car, sleeping on couches. They may be around, drugs and alcohol, violence, which is only going to re-traumatise them. So, yeah, it's good that they're here.
Get in there. I always feel like I'm nothing. But when I'm here, they said, no, you are something.
When you lose something, you gain. I see things now. Life goes on. However painful it is at times.
Even yesterday, I said to Michelle, the next week's going to be the hardest. Now, after 5 years, you'd think I'd be over it. But we've got my husband's birthday, my daughter's birthday, my son's birthday, Mother's Day. There's always that hurt.
Yes.
It does get easier, but there's always the memories, isn't there?
Seeing you ladies walk in the door for the first time and then seeing you walk out the door for maybe not the last time, you really are different women, and these are all very strong, stronger than what you guys know.
I've got to be honest, I couldn't wait to get back here.
Oh, careful!
Sydney is Australia's cocaine capital, with more than twice the average national consumption. Over 50% of people caught for cocaine possession are found in Sydney City and the eastern suburbs. King's Cross has long been a hotspot, so it's no surprise that police maintain an active presence here, sometimes with the assistance of the Detection Dog Unit.
You must understand that the indication of the dog alone does not constitute reasonable grounds to conduct a search.
So the purpose of tonight is executing a drug dog operation within the King's Cross area. The idea behind it is obviously to detect people in possession of prohibited drugs that we otherwise wouldn't detect without the use of the drug dog.
You guys all know what you're doing with these drug dog operations. Just a reminder to make sure the dog handler and the dog itself is safe, and to keep an eye on everyone's reaction around the dog. Once we're completed here, we'll form up with vehicles and head to the park around Plunkett Street and then make our way to the licensed premises in Woolloomooloo.
Do you want to...
Like,
give me the address.
The wharf side of Dowling Street. Yeah, just past the Frisco.
Yeah, sweet, I'll see you down there.
Constable Mark Camilleri has been partnered with drug dog Ree for the past 3 years.
Yeah, I'm with her more than my wife at work every day and then at home as well on days off, so yeah, you do create a pretty strong bond with the dog. Gave me a kiss on the way out. We're about to go. Good to go. Yep, we're good.
Tonight, 6 officers will assist Mark and Ree as they sweep the streets of the Cross.
There you go, mate. Sorry, I'm just thinking about cigarettes. No, you're right. Anyone up there?
It's Ree's job to indicate if a person might be carrying drugs.
Very good high visibility. As you can see, a large number of police on the street with a detection dog. It sends a good sign to the community that police are out and about. People start to think it's not the best idea to bring large amounts of drugs with them, or any drugs with them.
Just up there. Yeah, to get off your phone for me. My name's Senior Constable Camilleri from the dog unit. It's a drug detection dog. It's a drug detection dog.
No, it's a Western.
No, I'm just letting you know the dog finds drugs, okay? Drugs. Do you have any drugs? No. Okay. We get you to have a chat with the police here, okay? And just go with them, okay?
Okay.
Mark and Ree can now step aside, allowing officers to investigate further. Police are soon satisfied the woman is not carrying drugs, so the operation moves on.
Hey, you had to stop there for me, mate? Stop there. My name's Senior Constable Camilleri from the dog unit. It's a drug detection dog. Okay. So you know you don't have to say or do anything if you don't want to, okay? Anything you say or do, keep your hands out of your pockets. Anything you say or do can...
If Ree gives an indication, the police must then decide if they have reasonable grounds to search the person.
You haven't had any smoke today or anything? No weed? Is there any reason that the dog would come up to you and make a strong smell around your pocket? No. No? Where are you from, man? Germany. Have you been around someone that's been smoking cannabis or...?
Yeah, sometimes.
In the hostel?
No, not necessarily.
Whereabouts?
Sometimes when I'm on toilets, I'm with people, my friends, they're smoking, yeah.
Okay. So you don't have any drugs on you?
No.
Okay. Well, my name's Senior Constable Hudson from King's Cross, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Your eyes, they're a little bit watery at the moment. Is there any reason behind that?
No.
No? I'm going to subject you to a search based on some of my observations and the dog's indication, okay?
Mm-hmm.
How long was the flight from Germany?
24 hours.
You got a little... Sorry.
Oh, sorry, man.
You know what I mean? Did you want to provide us with your name just to... Because we've subjected you to a search today? You don't have to.
No.
You don't have to?
If I have to, I know.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're right to go. Have a good night.
Have a good night, guys.
No worries. My name's Senior Constable Camilleri from the dog unit. It's a drug detection dog. It's a drug detection dog. Yep. Finds drugs, okay? Just so you know you don't have to say or do anything if you don't want to, okay? Just leave your hand out. Leave your hand out. No. Do you have any illegal drugs on you at the moment? Cannabis? Okay, just give it here. Do you have anything else on you? All right. Just have a chat with the police here, mate. Okay. There's nothing. Okay.
Yes. Mate, my name's Senior Constable Daniel from King's Cross Police, all right? At this stage, you are under arrest for possession of prohibited drugs. Okay, so what's this?
This is a cigarette with a tiny bit of weed inside.
So there's weed inside?
Tiny bit.
Tiny bit.
Almost nothing. And in there is nothing.
Have you ever been arrested or charged in Australia before?
A few things are soon determined. The man is carrying less than 15 grams of dried cannabis. It's for personal use, and he has no prior convictions.
Okay, I'm just going to make some inquiries. He might be eligible for a caution. Okay.
After admitting to the offence, the man is officially cautioned.
Good girl. Good dog, mate.
We'll get to Joel straight away.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, that's fine. Maybe you might 200. Do we have a code?
200 code 2 authorised.
Was it R1? Big hand, you might 200, code 2 acknowledged.
Just before the end of their shift, Constables Steph and Joseph have been called in as backup following reports of a violent street fight.
Disturbance got called in about 2 males stomping on someone else's head. Are you recording?
One man, seriously injured, is already being attended to by paramedics. But there's a second man in a driveway opposite.
Sorry? Who wants to fight? What's your name? Michael. Are you injured anywhere? Ribs?
They didn't hit you in the head, did they? Yeah. We got a bit of blood on the left there, mate.
BKI into Mike 200.
Mike 200, go ahead.
Into Mike 200, can we get another ambulance crew? He's just struggling to breathe at the moment. He is still conscious and talking with us though.
Hey, that's 2045.
I'm gonna get an ambulance to you, bloke, okay? Just to check you out so you don't have any head injuries or any broken ribs, okay? So were you fighting today with someone else? Little brother. Any other pain? Just your ribs and a headache? Yes? Okay. Do you have any medical conditions?
Can't really breathe properly.
Can't breathe? All right. They're going to come as soon as they can, okay? So what happened in the fight, Michael? What were you fighting about?
He was going to get mad.
He was going
A bit crazy.
a bit crazy.
So I was trying to stop him, but he turned around and swung ahead of the lip.
Was it just hits?
So I had to hit him with the ribs and settle him down.
You had to hit him
Right there, so.
in the ribs to settle him down?
Yes.
Okay. So there was only punches?
There's no weapon or anything.
No weapon or anything?
Just
Okay.
fair fight.
Fair fight, was it?
Yeah, it's I can't speak.
Yeah, no worries. That's why we're getting another ambulance to come to you, okay? All right. Michael, you still all right? You hear us, Michael? Don't go to sleep on us.
So this guy was possibly fighting with the guy we're down there, but at the end of the day, we don't know what's happened to him, okay?
All right. Michael, I'm just going to pop a little collar around your neck, okay? It's more just to remind you not to move your head, all right?
1, 2, 3. So you got any serious concerns for him at this stage, or is it more his brother?
Not at this stage.
Not at this
He's
stage.
got potential head and C-spine injuries, but from what I've heard, the other guy's a bit more serious.
Yep, okay, no problem. Thank you. End recording at 10:16 p.m. on the 6th day of May 2017.
In Sydney's King's Cross, the detection dog unit has hit the streets with 6 officers and drug dog Ree.
You got to stop there for me? Yeah. My name's Senior Constable Camilleri from the dog unit. It's a drug detection dog. So you know you don't have to say or do anything if you don't want to, okay?
So do you have any drugs on you at the moment?
No, I don't.
Let's have a look at your handbag.
Officer, she's not a criminal. Yeah. I am. I am disgusting. Yeah, that's me. Thank you for finally putting her in her place.
All you're doing is take the details and make a record that nothing was found in your service, okay?
No, that's fine. Please.
Thanks for your time, Catherine. Have a good night.
Thank you. They were really nice to me, but I was really scared and I was nervous because obviously I didn't have anything on me, but the dog sniffed me, so...
The operation shifts onto the streets of Woolloomooloo. The drug detection warrant allows Ree to enter pubs, bars and clubs.
Specifically, but it makes you feel like there's something going on around me. Some action. Yeah.
I'm terrified. Why have they got guns? Even when they're walking past, they walk differently because they know how to kill.
Nice. Another detection?
Oh, we've got another one.
Yeah. You said it was a line, assuming cocaine.
There's a male over there who, as we walked in with the police dog, he's made a run for the toilets. So we've chased him in there and he's been found to have 2 bags of cocaine. So 2 bags of cocaine right there.
The man is issued with a court attendance notice, while the rest of the team hit the next pub.
I picked up a bloke on a job interview.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's upsetting for him.
The man they have arrested is anxious and upset about the presence of the camera.
Okay, just...
Sir, calm down.
Listen. I'm trying to explain it to you. Listen. They're following us around all night tonight, okay? They're going to explain things to you once we're finished with you, but I'm going to go and talk to them now and explain a few things to them, okay?
No,
you can't. And at the moment, yeah, when it comes down to it, you are under arrest. You're not free to go, okay, for that reason.
Oh, is he?
He's staying here.
Who is it?
She should be here. I think he's either CEO of the Sharks or somebody or was, but...
Yeah, right. No, you can't grab anything at this stage, okay? You are under arrest, okay? And we're going to complete another search. Do you have anything else down there? No. That shouldn't be down there, okay? You sure about that? Yeah, sure. Okay. Right, we are going to have another look down there once these guys. It's fine, okay? All right, but you got nothing else down there?
He is charged with cocaine possession.
I'd say tonight's a success. Number of arrests for cocaine and cannabis possession. Some very good work by our officers observing people trying to avoid the dog and approaching police. So I think it was overall a very good result.
Excellent. Thanks for being on. Very good. Car. Come on. Full of beans as normal. I'm just going to see if I can give her a feed.